Aristotle says, at his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst. We all have heard too many lawyer jokes. Do you know how many lawyer jokes are there in existence? Total 3. The rest of them are all true stories. This profession is involved in all aspects of life, society, and business in all countries, irrelevant of size and location. Let's see what a law firm is worth.
Hi, I'm Bharat Kanodia. I have appraised over 2,000 businesses, including casinos, airports, public companies, and large tech companies like Uber, Airbnb, and DoorDash. My channel is designed to educate owners on what their business is worth.
There are over 500,000 law firms in America making $350 billion in revenue annually and employing 1.5 million people. There are 4 trends that are affecting this business and profession as we speak.
1. Legal tech. Smart law firms that embrace technology are paving the road for the future. They've upgraded the ways they communicate, going paperless and creating automatic notifications and reminders. Clients pay them online and automatically. Perhaps most importantly, their client data is protected and integrated. The old school gray pinstripe suits are being taken to the cleaners.
2. Overhead. Traditionally, large fixed overhead has been the Achilles heel in this business. Lawyers and offices do not come cheap. Part-time lawyers and support staff, freelancers, remote employees, and legal tech has helped reduce costs in recent years. 3. Boomer transitions. 60% of law firm owners and partners are baby boomers. Over the next decade, they will be looking to either close or sell their practices, dramatically increasing the supply of practices for sale.
4. Competition. In addition to competition from other law firms and up-and-coming hotshot attorneys, CPA and advisory firms are now giving law firms a run for their money. These firms are better leveraged, can offer lower billing rates, and are outside the jurisdiction of the American Bar Association. Rule of thumb. Tell me if you've heard any of these before. Always request a copy of all correspondence a lawyer sends on your behalf. Think of an hour in 1/10 increments. Lawyers usually bill for every 6 minutes. These are more guidelines than rules that you can use to understand your legal rights better.
Law firms are usually priced on a multiple of gross revenue. Think of it this way: what would you expect in referral fees if you were to send all your business to another attorney? 10, 15, 25%? If you were to estimate recurring revenue from your current clients for the next 5 years and charge your referral fees on it, what would you expect to earn? Keeping this calculation in mind, a law firm's value can vary anywhere between 0.5 and 1.25x on revenue. Importance is given to recurring revenue, or revenue that is generated from repeatable, transferable, and specific marketing activities.
Law is one of the few industries where the valuation of a practice not only depends on a willing buyer and a willing seller, but also the clients. There are 4 factors that affect the valuation of a law firm. My colleague and law firm growth expert, Alay Yajnik, will tell us more about them. To you, Alay.
3 trends that are driving the value of law firms. Number 1, the qualities of attorneys and staff. Rainmaker attorneys bring in the clients and are usually partners of the firm. They are highly prized because they are new sources of revenue for the acquiring firm. Other attorneys and staff are a bit of a mixed bag. Productive, high-performing associates and paralegals are sought after and can drive valuation higher. On the other hand, average or below average performers can reduce the attractiveness of the firm because the work needs to be given to them and they aren't particularly good at it. Number 2, the lease. The lease is overhead to the firm. It's pure expense and it's often very expensive. When it comes to law firm acquisitions, the lease is often the deal maker or the deal breaker. An expensive long-term lease can dramatically drive down the valuation and even kill the deal. On the other hand, a long-term lease at below market rates could be a huge attractor for strategic buyers. And finally, a short-term lease can be an advantage or a disadvantage depending on the commercial leasing market and the intentions of the buyer. Number 3, geography. Acquiring a law firm in a metro area opens up access to lucrative markets and new sources of revenue. Acquiring a law firm in a low-cost geography provides access to a low-cost labor force and can help law firms get great talent, especially now that remote employees are the new normal for law firms. Back to you, Bharat.
Thanks, Ale. And the fourth, less upfront. The more you're willing to bet on the consistency of your future revenue, the higher valuation you can get. Buyers want to know that the goodwill that you have created is transferable to the new firm.
We may sometimes forget law is a business. Practices that support recurring revenue like corporate law, wills and estate, intellectual property, and litigation are generally worth more than practices that cannot guarantee steady revenue like personal injury or immigration. Evolving practices in regulated areas like cannabis are most sought after.
Law is one of the great healing professions. Medicine heals the body. The clergy heals the soul. And the law heals societal rifts. Thanks for watching.